According to the Game Developers Conference survey, 28% of respondents had lost a job during the previous 2 years, including 1/3 of American developers. That is the industry contradiction behind this story. Record-scale revenue and billions of players exist beside cancelled projects, closed studios and frightened workers. Meanwhile, blockbuster development keeps demanding larger teams, longer schedules, stronger technology, and marketing campaigns that can resemble movie launches. Publishers argue that studios must spend heavily to compete, yet one expensive failure can erase years of work and place an entire company at risk. Technology analyst Ben Thompson believes Rockstar is charging far too little for what may become gaming's largest launch. During a casual TBPN podcast discussion, he called the $80 price ridiculous and suggested that Rockstar should charge roughly $200. Today, we will test whether that number offers a serious answer to rising development costs or merely transfers corporate risk onto customers. First, the context needs cleaning before the roast begins. Professionally, Thompson founded Stratechery and analyzes technology, strategy, and business, but he is not Rockstar's official pricing specialist. Nothing he presented came from a Take-Two sales study, confidential budget demand model, or formal financial forecast. Fairly, he was praising the enormous human effort behind Grand Theft Auto 6 rather than demanding that players suffer. Still, admiration becomes questionable when personal excitement turns into a compulsory entrance fee for everybody else. Per Thompson, Rockstar should charge around $200 because GTA 6 represents the absolute final peak of traditional blockbuster craftsmanship. Specifically, he described years of blood, sweat, and tears while calling it potentially the last great game. Later, he admitted that he might purchase it simply to honor its existence, even if he never actually played it. Someone who may never touch the finished product wants actual players, charged another $120. Imagine refusing dinner at a restaurant, praising the kitchen through the window, then ordering every customer inside to leave an enormous tip. Apparently, gaming becomes healthier when a spectator volunteers everybody else's wallet to reward corporate ambition. Large games have become expensive, slow, complicated, and dangerous to finance. Development can require thousands of people spread across internal studios, contractors, support teams, localization groups, and marketing departments. Complex work carries genuine value, and customers should not pretend massive entertainment appears through magic. However, production difficulty alone cannot establish a sensible retail price. Consumers purchase the completed game, not the publisher's payroll history, office leases, failed prototypes, management mistakes, or emotional damage report. Otherwise, every delay becomes a premium feature, and every difficult meeting appears on the receipt. Creativity sits on one side of this argument, while corporate survival stands on the other. Artists need time, stability tools, and skilled colleagues to produce ambitious work without watching their studio collapse afterward. Buyers, however, cannot become insurance policies for every oversized budget approved by executives. Poor planning does not transform into premium craftsmanship merely because the final spreadsheet looks terrifying. Nor does artistic ambition retain much cultural value when ordinary customers are priced outside the audience. Sensible economics must balance creative freedom, business survival, and public affordability instead of protecting one group by squeezing another. Healthy publishers recover costs through scale, strong reviews, long-term sales, premium editions, subscriptions, catalog performance, and disciplined production. Fundamentally, survival matters, but customers should not pay ransom for executive risk. Officially, Rockstar charges $79.99 for the standard edition. Separately, the Ultimate Edition costs $99.99 and includes extra vehicles, weapons, clothing, and story-related items. Compared with the real base price, Thompson's proposal is about 2.5 times higher. Suddenly, $80 becomes charity, because somebody discovered that 200 is a larger number. Gamers only recently accepted $70 releases, and now the latter is already leaning toward financial absurdity. Businesses must consider demand, competition, disposable income, alternative entertainment, long-term engagement, and customers lost through resistance. Economics becomes fantasy when analysts raise the price while assuming the same audience remains perfectly still. Some fans would absolutely pay $200 on launch day. Others would wait for discounts, borrow access, buy used where possible, choose another release, or skip it completely. Corporate spreadsheets become comedy when every buyer is treated like furniture trapped inside the store. Currently, Rockstar's structure already handles different levels of enthusiasm without locking everyone behind one luxury gate. Standard buyers pay $80, while dedicated fans can choose the $100 Ultimate Edition. Tiered pricing lets Rockstar collect more from enthusiastic customers while preserving broad entry. Culturally, Grand Theft Auto's strength has never depended only on wealthy superfans. Millions of casual players, committed followers, returning customers, and occasional buyers join the same event. Mass participation creates conversations at work, school, online, and among people who rarely follow gaming news. Streams matter because viewers imagine themselves playing the same missions. Friends discuss choices because the game becomes shared culture rather than private luxury. Charging $200 could weaken the scale used to justify charging $200. A masterpiece becomes culturally dominant because many people can enter, not because every buyer passes a credit check. Additionally, Thompson framed GTA 6 as special because it was developed mostly before generative artificial intelligence reshaped technology. Certainly, human creativity, judgment, performance, and technical skill deserve recognition. Unfortunately, mostly pre-AI, remains vague and reveals little about Rockstar's exact tools, schedule, or internal methods. Crucially, Rockstar has not officially certified the entire production as completely free from artificial intelligence. Nobody outside the company should transform a loose podcast phrase into a verified manufacturing label. Equally human-made work can arrive repetitive, unfinished, badly optimized, or broken. Absence of an AI sticker is not a performance test, review score, or warranty. Congratulations, the pedestrians may be handcrafted, please insert another mortgage payment. Worse, Thompson also crowned an unreleased product as the last great game. Mission variety, pacing controls, bugs, artificial intelligence, writing, and overall design still require judgment. Predictably, Rockstar describes GTA 6 as the biggest and most immersive evolution of the series. Declaring every future game spiritually dead before November 19th is canonization, not analysis. Now consider whether corporate survival actually requires Thompson's price. The industry's financial pressure is real, but GTA 6 is not an average endangered project from an unknown studio. Grand Theft Auto 5 has sold about 230 million copies, giving its sequel an audience most publishers could never approach. Rockstar can also earn money through multiple editions, subscriptions, merchandise, catalog sales, and whatever future services it officially chooses to announce. Therefore, presenting a $200 base price as necessary for survival requires evidence that Thompson never supplied. Higher prices can increase revenue per buyer, but they also reduce reach and transfer more risk onto launch day demand. Lower prices can attract more customers, strengthen cultural momentum, and create a larger audience for later spending. Neither strategy guarantees success, yet only one keeps the mass market open. Moreover, enormous budgets are not laws of nature. Executives choose project scope, staffing plans, production methods, marketing costs, release schedules, and cancellation policies. Studios should receive enough resources to create great work, but management must also control ambition before costs become impossible. If every blockbuster needs $200 from each customer to survive, then the production model itself may be broken. This conclusion matters beyond Rockstar. Should GTA 6 normalize a $200 base price, weaker publishers would remember the number immediately. Leaders rarely copy only the quality that supposedly justified an expensive product. Usually they copy the invoice. Soon annual sports releases, unfinished sequels, broken launches, recycled maps, and cosmetic bundles would demand masterpiece money. Forum debates around premium pricing already reveal this fear among players. Even customers willing to spend heavily on GTA worry that other companies would treat one exceptional release as permission. Industry prices spread quickly when publishers see successful resistance collapse. Quality standards spread much more slowly. Accordingly, Rockstar might deserve unusual praise without creating a healthy universal benchmark. Commercially, the existing GTA ecosystem also shows that the first purchase is not necessarily the final transaction. Digital GTA 6 pre-orders currently include one complimentary month of the GTA Plus paid subscription service. Importantly, Rockstar has not confirmed a launch day GTA 6 online mode or announced a specific future multiplayer model. Furthermore, no official PC version has been confirmed. Claims about new shark cards, exact online monetization, or a guaranteed computer launch must remain labeled as speculation. Existing Rockstar products demonstrate how subscriptions and continued digital spending can support revenue after release. Demanding $200 upfront would not magically close every later cash register. Most likely, the gift shop would remain open after customers paid for admission. Personally, Thompson may believe GTA 6 offers $200 of value, and that position is legitimate. Anyone may purchase the Ultimate Edition, maintain GTA Plus, buy merchandise, or purchase multiple copies. Personal willingness to pay does not establish a fair mandatory price for everybody else. One customer's enthusiasm cannot erase another customer's budget. Respect for developers should never become a weapon for shaming buyers who want reasonable access. Factually, the confirmed picture is simple. Presently, Grand Theft Auto 6 is scheduled for November 19, 2026. Confirmed platforms are PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S. Official pricing lists the Standard Edition at $79.99. Take-Two lists the Ultimate Edition at $99.99. Current official wording describes the launch product as a single-player experience. No reviewed official material confirms the widely repeated $2 billion development figure. Likewise, nothing confirms a PC release, launch date GTA 6 Online, or completely AI-free production. Everything beyond those points should be identified as opinion, prediction, rumor, or marketing. Ultimately, Thompson offered a provocative personal valuation rather than a serious survival model. Yes, modern game development carries enormous costs, and creative teams need financial stability. Also, publishers must earn enough money to fund future projects without collapsing after one disappointment. But no evidence presented here proves that Rockstar needs a $200 base price to survive. Instead, that price could shrink the audience, weaken the cultural event, and encourage less capable publishers to copy it. Our definitive answer is therefore straightforward. Greater prices may help recover costs, but $200 is neither proven necessary nor economically risk-free. Sustainable development requires controlled budgets, broad sales, multiple revenue paths, and finished products that earn trust. Audiences should reward great work after reviews establish that the work is actually great. Finally, if Ben Thompson truly wants to pay more, Rockstar can create an analyst edition. Same game, same download, same Vice City, plus a $120 donation to corporate confidence.